Bienvenidos a un programa más de la serie. Hoy en adelante, un segmento que nos explica cómo utilizar en forma segura los asientos infantiles para el coche. También Gerardo Canales habla sobre los servicios que ofrece a través de Business Right Hand. Y el personal de Seeds of Health, una organización que ofrece diversos centros en educación en Milwaukee. Los cinturones de seguridad y los asientos infantiles para automóviles salvan miles de vidas cada año. En el siguiente reportaje veremos cómo usarlos apropiadamente para asegurarnos de que los niños estén más protegidos al viajar en automóvil.
The importance of child car seat safety is very important because motor vehicle crashes are the #1 cause of death and injury in kids of all different ages. Kids are clearly safer in car seats, and it keeps them better protected and safer on the streets. There are a number of laws pertaining to child passenger safety under Wisconsin, and the first one is kids need to be rear-facing in a car seat until both the age of 1 and 20 pounds, and that's a really important one. Best practice, we're seeing studies are showing all the way up to 2 years to keep kids rear-facing. Because they are so much better protected rear-facing. Number 2, kids need to be in a harness. They need to be in a harness and a car seat until both age 4 and 40 pounds. And the difference between a harness and a booster seat uses the vehicle seat belt, and a car seat with the harness is actually putting them in the harness with the chest clip. It's protecting their hips, their chest, and all different areas of contact. The third one is the booster seat law, and sometimes this one can get confusing. Children need to be in a booster seat between the ages of 4 and 8. 8 is the ultimate age where kids can be out of a booster seat, but best practice is now showing that we'd like to keep them in a booster seat until they are 4'9" in height, 80 pounds, and age 8. This particular seat is called an Infancy, and it is designed for kids that are 22 pounds and under. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through how to fit child in the seat and make sure that the straps are fitting correctly. So when we bring baby home, especially a newborn, we want to make sure that the straps are nice and snug. So what we'll do first is we'll take this chest clip and we'll snap it just like this. Eventually, we want this chest clip to be at the armpit level. Next, if we have baby positioned all the way to the back, bottom scooched all the way to the back of the seat, we're going to take these hip buckles and buckle them one at a time. Now, if you take a look, we do have a lot of slack here at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pull up some of that strap so it's nice and snug around the hip so we don't have any gaps. Then I'm going to take this harness and I'm going to tighten it. We know it's tight enough when we can't pinch any slack at the shoulders, or so you can fit about a finger under the strap. Then we know the chest clip is at the right level when we have it right positioned at the armpit, so clip at the pit. When baby first comes home, sometimes we will need a little bit of extra padding at the side so we don't have them flopping all over the place. What we can do is take a rolled up receiving blanket like this, lay it along the side to create some extra cushioning so baby's head isn't flopping around and we have some extra body support. We can also take another one and slide it in along the side. Now if you take a look, baby is fitting correctly. We have the chest clip in the right level. We have the straps nice and tight at the top of the shoulder, and we have some extra cushioning to keep baby supported and in the center of the seat. This next step is called a booster seat, and the booster seat is going to accommodate children between the ages of 4 and 8. At age 4, a child can go into a booster seat, but we do recommend that children stay in a harness seat as long as they can. The booster seat is going to actually use the vehicle seat belt to keep the child secure. They will be sitting nice and up straight in the seat to keep them secure. We also want these wings to be right at the child's ears, protecting their head. There's also an adjustment that can adjust where the ears are going to fall. We want the shoulder portion of the seatbelt to fit over across their shoulder, across their chest, hitting their collarbone to keep them nice and secure in the chest area. The lap portion of the belt is going to fit nice and snug over the hip area to keep them secure and sitting straight up in the seat. This seat will last a child until 8 years, 80 pounds, or 4 feet and 9 inches, but please check the seat for weight and height limits. The three main things to consider when choosing the correct car seat for your child are, number one, they fit the height and weight guidelines. That's really important to make sure that they're within the limits. Also, you want to make sure that they're in the correct seat, rear-facing or forward-facing. Some seats only go forward-facing in the vehicle, and it's really important that if your child is under 2, you should be really thinking about having them rear-facing in the vehicle, protecting their head, neck, and spine much better. The next thing is that it fits in your vehicle. If the seat doesn't fit correctly in your vehicle, it's not going to be a good fit for your child or for your vehicle. Number 3, you want to make sure that they fit correctly in the harness and you know how to use the seat. If the seat is too confusing or it's too hard to work with, the parents aren't going to use the seat correctly. So it needs to be easy to use. The Booster and Car Seat Clinic was started several years back when Children's Hospital combined with the Children's Health Education Center and started this really awesome service that's offered at least once every week. The Booster and Car Seat Clinic is actually, families can make appointments and they can come see certified child passenger safety technicians. What we'll do is we'll walk them through how to fit the child in the seat correctly, and then we'll actually install the seat so that they feel comfortable and can replicate what we did, and then their child will leave safer than they arrived. We do a number of car seat and bicycle safety events. We do events in all different types of communities in the Milwaukee surrounding areas. Some of those events can be found at the website. What we do at those events is similar to what we would do at a car seat clinic appointment. So we meet families one at a time, and there are a number of certified car seat technicians working there. And what we do is we go through the seat with the family, make sure they're comfortable with how to use it and how to fit the child correctly and safely in the seat. The one resource that I will provide is the number for the car seat clinic at Children's Hospital. The cost of this service is free, and it is 414-607-5280. And by calling that number, you can ask for the car seat clinic, and a scheduling assistant will be able to let you know more specifics, the days and times that we're at car seat clinic, and get you scheduled for an appointment. Some of the most important facts and tips to remember when choosing a car seat for your child are, number one, 9 out of 10 car seats are misused. And so it's very important to know to take your time, seek out other resources, and number one, make sure your child is in that correct seat. Make sure that you're following the height and weight guidelines, make sure they fit comfortably in the seat, and number 2, make sure you're comfortable installing the seat in your vehicle. And if you're not, please seek out a certified child passenger safety technician. We'd be happy to work with you to get that achieved.
The Business Right Hand es una empresa dedicada a auxiliar a otras empresas en el logro de sus metas. Gerardo Canales, al frente de estos servicios, nos explica en qué consisten. Gerardo, gracias por estar con nosotros en Adelante.
Gracias por la invitación.
Gerardo, háblanos de tu empresa, The Business Right Hand.
The Business Right Hand es una empresa enfocada a ayudar a los pequeños y medianos negocios administrar y administrar su crecimiento, a mapear procesos de crecimiento. Y dentro de ese fundamento tenemos servicios de asesoría, de contabilidad, de sistemas y también de crear identidades para los negocios.
Bien, ¿de qué manera puedes tú ayudar a estas empresas? ¿Cuál es tu pasado, tu preparación académica?
Para empezar, tengo una licenciatura en Economía en la Universidad de Texas y después hice una maestría ejecutiva con enfoque en desarrollo de negocios. Después de eso, tengo más de 13 años que estuve trabajando para varias multinacionales en las áreas de desarrollo de negocios y dirección general. Con base a esa experiencia es como creamos el negocio.
Muy bien, ¿quiénes son tus clientes? ¿Qué tipo de empresas has estado ayudando durante estos años?
Hemos tenido empresas de manufactura, de servicios, de sourcing a diferentes tamaños. Las empresas de manufactura generalmente son empresas un poco más grandes cuyos problemas son manejar el crecimiento o crisis muy profundas. Y las empresas de servicios son mayormente empresas más familiares donde hay que crear el equipo alrededor de ellos.
Bien, ¿cuál dirías tú es el reto más grande que los latinos empresarios están enfrentando en los Estados Unidos?
Yo creo que el empresario latino tiene que acostumbrarse a crear equipos de trabajo profesionales y ejecutivos a su alrededor. Por lo general, el latino tiende mucho a concentrar las decisiones, a concentrar el manejo del negocio en una sola persona o en una sola familia. Y eso muchas veces detiene el crecimiento, dado los recursos intelectuales que un equipo trae.
Bien, ahora háblame de en qué momento se encuentra el proceso crediticio que toda empresa tiene que enfrentar y de qué manera los latinos pueden responder a las nuevas exigencias de los bancos.
Bueno, últimamente los estándares de crédito se han vuelto más conservadores y se prevé que van a seguir así al menos por un tiempo, un par de años o tal vez más. Entonces, el mayor reto de los latinos es lograr, número uno, generar utilidades, que es para poder posicionar sus empresas como empresas de bajo riesgo. Y es ahí donde se tiene que empezar a pensar de diferente manera, empezar a trabajar en crear las utilidades necesarias.
Bien, hay una actitud del empresario latino que vemos mucho en Latinoamérica. El empresario latino tiene mucho miedo que las estrategias de su negocio le sean robadas. ¿De qué manera tú logras la confianza de un empresario para que abra prácticamente toda la información de su negocio a tu empresa y de esa manera poder ayudarlo?
Bueno, de entrada, nuestro contrato estándar incluye cláusulas, lo que le llaman el non-disclosure, que no nos permite a nosotros revelar la información, pero también la confianza entre el empresario y nosotros es el fundamento del negocio, es la ética profesional que traemos hacia los negocios, es lo que nos permite crear el negocio y seguir ayudándolos.
Bien, entonces las personas que estén en la audiencia, que tengan su pequeño negocio, que te estén considerando a ti, también pueden ser candidatos para tu empresa. ¿Manejas empresas con poquitos recursos o solamente empresas que tengan importantes recursos? ¿Tu costo puede estar al alcance de pequeños empresarios también?
Claro, es el fundamento. La idea es de empezar a ayudar a negocios pequeños y ayudarlos a crecer. Y obviamente también tenemos negocios con mayores recursos, pero estamos acostumbrados a trabajar con recursos limitados.
Bien, ¿cuál es el proceso que tú utilizas para ayudar a una empresa? ¿Dónde empiezas? Tienes aquí una empresa que está siendo exitosa de cierta manera y está teniendo problemas de otras maneras.
Depende mucho de la situación y la premura del cliente específico. Generalmente primero empezamos haciendo un análisis general del negocio y viendo cuál es la situación que hay que atacar inmediatamente, y después vamos viendo cuáles son las áreas en las que podemos mejorar su productividad o reducir sus costos. Y con base en eso le creamos una propuesta identificando perfectamente qué servicios nosotros podemos proveer a mejor costo, a manera de outsourcing, y qué mejoras podemos implementar conjuntamente. Generalmente trabajamos en conjunto con el cliente.
Muy bien, hay otros aspectos como la calidad del producto, la calidad del servicio al cliente y otros más que tú también consideras entre la lista de servicios que estás ofreciendo. El otro asunto sería también la lealtad del cliente a tu cliente.
Claro, lo que hacemos es a veces implementar procesos que se enfocan en casi la perfección en la interacción con un cliente. Cada interacción que el cliente tiene con la empresa tiene que tener un estándar de calidad y tiene que darse de la misma manera sin importar quién esté trabajando con ese cliente. Eso es más en el área de servicios. Y en el área de manufactura son los sistemas de calidad que se implementan en las plantas o en los shops de manufactura.
Nosotros sabemos que los negocios latinos en los Estados Unidos están creciendo, Gerardo. ¿Cuál es tu impresión? ¿Están creciendo al nivel que deben de crecer? ¿Se están expandiendo o estamos atrás los latinos? ¿Seguimos también atrás en ese aspecto del desarrollo que en general la comunidad está presentando?
Creo que están creciendo, pero se podría hacer mucho más. Creo que una de las cosas que los empresarios y la comunidad latina debe hacer es empezar a diversificar la gama de negocios en las que el latino invierte. Empezar a invertir en negocios de más capital intelectual, de más tecnología, y por qué no tratar de empezar a crear negocios de vanguardia en lugar de estar en la gama de negocios en las que tradicionalmente se ha invertido. eso podría provocar un crecimiento importante en los negocios
¿Podrías
latinos.
explicarnos un poquito más? Te estás refiriendo a que todos los latinos queremos dedicarnos a la construcción, queremos dedicarnos a los restaurantes. ¿A qué otra cosa tú le ves posibilidades dentro de lo que los latinos tienen a su alcance?
Creo que no nos podemos poner un límite en las posibilidades. Cualquier área tecnológica puede ser una oportunidad de negocio y lo tenemos que tomar así. Existen muchos profesionistas latinos en el área de biotecnología, en el área de fuentes alternativas de energía, existen latinos en el área de informática, existen latinos en todas las áreas profesionales de este país. Y es donde tenemos que pasar de estar como profesionistas a ser empresarios.
Bien, Gerardo, ¿de qué manera la gente puede comunicarse contigo?
Pueden comunicarse al 262-309-8414 o ir al sitio web www.thebusinessarthand.com.
Gerardo, te agradecemos mucho por haber estado con nosotros.
Gracias a ustedes.
Seeds of Health es un grupo de escuelas que ofrecen educación en diversos grados escolares y cuya población latina ocupa un importante porcentaje. Karen Ruth y Dave Flashberger hablan sobre estos centros. Karen, Dave, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Karen, can you talk about the structure of Seeds of Health?
Seeds of Health has been around really for 20 years in the metropolitan Milwaukee area. It is a nonprofit social service organization that offers 5 educational programs along with a WIC clinic. Dave and I both work in the elementary program, and our program serves children who are in 4-year-old kindergarten through 8th grade, and we're chartered through the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. And this is our 15th year of operation. We have 4 high schools that we're very excited about as well. Tenor High School, Veritas High School, MC Squared High School, and Grandview High School. So children can start their experience with us as 4-year-olds and continue all the way through high school and be a part of our family.
This sounds like a very strong structure for serving the students.
Most definitely.
Dave, can you talk about the percentage? It was very interesting for me to see how Latino families are choosing for their kids to attend to your system of schools.
In our elementary program, our percentage of Latino students is about 90%, depends on the year, but between 85 and 90%. It reflects the demographics of the neighborhood. We're right in the middle of the south side. Our high schools have different percentages, so it's hard to say, but we have a strong population of Latino students in each of our high schools as well.
I know that you also have a very strong a group of programs after school, sports and arts. Can you, Karen, explain?
Well, we believe that the development of the total child is most important, and so we look for ways to develop them socially, physically, emotionally, and academically. After school, we have a wide variety of offerings, everything ranging from a Spanish club to a poetry club, a book club, after school booster club, which is an opportunity for children to get a little extra support who might need a little bit more time to acquire a skill. And probably one of our most popular offerings is the SCORES program, which is a 5-day-a-week program that offers children the opportunity to learn soccer skills along with literacy skills. And so 2 days a week they work on developing their minds and bodies through soccer experiences, and then 2 days they work on literacy activities. And Friday's the best day of all because that's the day that the children play the games with the other teams. And I wish you could see, the field is just filled with parents, staff members, and the children cheering everyone on, and it's just a great family experience. We're always adding to our after-school offerings. We hope to add a show choir this year with our older children, so we're very excited about some of the things that are on the horizon.
Well, just to hear the word soccer is like a key word
Most definitely.
in the Latino culture. So that's just for me very exciting. Dave, can you talk about what are the challenges that this very diverse community, because Latinos come from all over Latin America, and we come with all kind of challenges ourselves, language and understanding of the whole system, not just the educational system. What are the challenges and positives that you see in these kids and their families?
Well, all of our kids at our school, we're wonderful. We're blessed with very nice kids and families. We have students who really want to learn. They come to us ready to learn. We have many students who come to us with challenges, language challenges and other challenges. But Karen started the program 15 years ago with a relationship focus. And we work very hard, from the food service to our safety officers, the administrative assistants, everyone, the teachers, everyone goes through the similar training for a program called Capturing Kids' Hearts that really teaches about using relationships to reach kids. So we're a very loving, hands-on, positive culture. And so every family, every child who comes to us feels very accepted. And then we work with each child, no matter what the child's struggles is, what is the best program for them. So we look at each child individually. We don't look at a class. We look at them individually, say, what do we have to do to make this child succeed? And so that's a real hallmark of our program. Some of the kids do come with us with some language issues, maybe recent immigrants. And I use myself as an example. I lived in Latin America for a number of years, and I didn't speak a word of Spanish when I went down, and the best way for me to learn Spanish was just to jump in and do it, and just speak it and make the mistakes, but that was the way to learn. And that's, we have a lot of bilingual staff members, and that's what we encourage the kids to do with those struggles, is you're gonna have problems, but just keep trying and it'll come. And that's the best way for anyone to learn, not just children. And so that's the approach we take.
Yeah, just from the beginning you have the sensibility of your own experience,
sure,
on dealing with the learning of a second language. Karen, why do you think Latino parents are preferring your centers for their kids instead of the public schools or the regular ways that we have always used?
Well, as Dave mentioned, I think our number one important aspect of educational program is the loving, caring environment. We really have a culture of caring. And we not only have wonderful children, but we have very, very supportive parents. Last 10 years, we've had 100% attendance at parent-teacher conferences, which is a statistic we're very proud of. So our parents support the children in their learning and support the teaching staff that works with their children. We have a terrific staff, just very caring, very mission-focused, and it is our responsibility to do everything in our power, working with parents, to make individual children successful. So that culture of caring just permeates the entire program. In addition to that, we have many different resources that are available to support children in their academic success. We have very nice class ratio of 20:1, and we have some tremendous supports in the form of Booster Club that I mentioned earlier, a summer school program, resource teachers that are available to assist children who might need a little extra time, music, physical education, media studies, just a whole range of services that help each child feel cared about and become successful.
Dave, can you invite people to look at your website and provide them with information on how they can reach the schools of your system?
Yeah, we just updated our website. It's a wonderful site. It's seedsofhealth.org, and there they can get access not only to each school, but information about each school and who to contact, and they can get interesting statistics about each school, the high school programs and our programs, to see why we're so successful and to see some numbers behind the success that we've had. So seedsofhealth.org is the best way to find information about the whole Seeds of Health family.
Dave, Karen, thank you very much for joining us on Adelante.
Thanks for having us.
Al final de un programa más, por favor déjenos saber sus comentarios al teléfono 297-7544 o escríbanos a nuestro correo electrónico adelante@matc.edu. Visítenos en nuestro sitio del internet en mptv.org y en Facebook. Sintonícenos en canal 10.1 o 36.2 todos los martes a las 6:30 de la tarde y en canal 36.1 los miércoles a las 12:30 de la medianoche y los domingos a las 5:30 de la tarde. Soy Patricia Gomez, muy buenas noches.